Billionaire sports bettor finally going to prison. I'm letting you guys know this now. Sports betting is by far the worst shit ever. I wouldn't recommend nobody to sports bet. Me and my homies, I'm in like a little chat with me and like 2 or 3 other homies. MLB, we rarely, usually don't do any type of money lines. All we do is first 5 innings over under, because they'll have like over unders for 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, so on and so forth. My homie, he's been hitting hella. Me? Nah. Y'all like the video? Hey, leave a like, subscribe, comment. We gonna get right into it, baby. Let's get right to it.
Favorite sports betting fake gurus has gone missing. Some people are wondering where he's at. If you look on his Twitter, Mozzie VS, where has he been? People are asking. Well, he got arrested in a surprise to no one that follows this channel. He is in jail. And I've got the
Mozzie VS. I feel like I've seen this person before. Probably on some like dating show shit or some like 20v1s. He looks real familiar though. I ain't gonna lie.
sentencing for you. We're going to discuss that in a little bit. If you're not familiar with this sports betting king character, it's Mozzie VS. 2.5 million followers on Instagram. Apparently the face of sports betting, claims to be the #1 sports consultant in the world. Of course, he does not win at sports gambling, but he wants you to believe he does. His profile full of all of the elements: very flashy lifestyle, expensive cars, expensive jewelry, expensive clothing, private jet travel. He even is the type of guy to get a man tattooed on his body.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie, that just kind of got me mad. That just got me kind of mad, bro. A lot of people that don't know, I'm a huge 49ers fan, bro. And I just seen this nigga get a Mahomes tat on his fucking leg. Bro's literally just got a Mahomes tat on his leg, bro. This is gonna, okay. I don't wish jail or prison on nobody. But, hey, I'm good.
He was on Pop the Balloon. He also posts, what most importantly though here, he posts his winnings. He wants you to believe that he's winning millions of dollars, $2.3 million payout. So of course you're going to pay this guy for picks because he has all the secrets, right? When I was looking into this video, I found this TikTok video.
Okay, so answer my question. He was on Pop the Balloon. Pop the Balloon, okay.
That is so stupid, and it is Mozzie VS from Pop the Balloon shows his insane Bitcoin wallet. Here's Mozzie explaining how he's now a billionaire.
Massive.
Sportsman made me rich. Crypto made me wealthy.
Shows his insane Bitcoin wallet.
Wealthy, 3 times. Very wealthy. You aren't wealthy if you don't have your freedom, right? So I'm going to speed it up. Basically what he does is he starts saying he doesn't want to show his wallet, because of course if you know his wallet address you can look it up and see how much is there. So he's hiding his crypto wallet, and oh, here it comes. Here it comes. How much is he worth? Come on, Mozzie. 500 million? A billion? Are you a multi-billionaire, Mozzie?
Alright, here we go.
Oh my gosh, when you look at that. $5.7 billion. Mozzie VS, the one who is always talking about how much money he has, actually has $5.7 billion. Yeah, only a fool would believe him. He also participates in these stupid street interviews.
Maz, you've been sports betting for a while. Out of all the years sports betting, bro, I have to ask, what's the most amount of money that you've generated in a single year off?
This game.
I know y'all gonna hate me, bro.
By the way, this dude does make money. Let's make it very clear. He makes a lot of money, but the whole image and the facade is all about him making money sports betting, which, let me tell you, he is down probably over 8 figures at the books collectively.
Dang.
I did 25 million last.
Nah, 8 figures. Oh man, tens of millions in sports betting down. Fuck.
I don't think he made 25 million from sports betting picks, but you'd be surprised at how many degenerates will pay these guys for picks. I would not be surprised if he's multi-millions per year in revenue for the sports betting. For the picks, of course.
25 million, bro.
25 million,
Do you
bro.
own any nice
That's
super
a lot
cars?
of money.
Do you have a nice car collection?
He does have a lot of money. He makes a lot of money. There's no doubt about it. For a guy to be able to lose 8 figures at the books, which I'd guesstimate 8 million at a minimum, probably upwards of 15 to 20 million lost at the books. In order to lose that amount, you need to make that amount. So I give him props for generating.
Bro, I couldn't even see myself gambling away $8 million in sports betting, just gambling in general. $8 million, bro. Oh my goodness.
In revenue. However, he does it completely fraudulently, which is why it's not cool and why he's one of the biggest fraudsters on social media. He does know how to make money, though. This next clip is Mozzie going to the casino. He wants you to believe that he's getting limited with his betting action because he's a winner.
You doing? I want to see about getting like 100,000 on the...
By the way, $100,000 is a huge amount of money on a game, regardless of who you are. The casino looks empty. This is probably a midweek day. For your reference, most midweek games, if you have MLB or NBA regular season type games, the max they'll let you put down is about $2,500 per game. So a guy walking in with $100,000 is going to raise alarms.
On the game?
So they're calling someone. They're not going to take his action. Action is money. By the way, this could mean any number of things. Now, it could mean they believe he's a winning sports bettor. It also could mean that they believe the source of the funds are not his. I'm not accusing him of anything, but this is very probable within a casino that a guy that they don't know walks in with $100,000 and all of a sudden just wants to put down money. They're not going to take the action, whether it's Mozzie or it's some.
And that makes sense, because it's like when he talks about a winning bettor. This is from my knowledge. I might not be like 100% on it, so I'm gonna just say that out loud. I'm not too knowledgeable on it, but based on what he's saying, a winning bettor usually goes to a specific casino and they know that person. So when they put high limit bets on for his sake, I think it was 100,000 or something like that, then they're more lenient on getting that bet through and taking your money. But from what I'm hearing, what Spencer's saying is basically they don't know where the money could be coming from. There's many like reasonings behind it, so it all makes sense.
Out of towner.
Okay.
So they refuse to take his money.
Got it.
And
okay. Thank
he
you.
walks away. Thank you. Even though it feels kind of staged, almost like he knew that they would not take his action.
They're refusing.
Because here's a guy that bets millions per game, so we know he can get down millions. The casinos allow him to bet millions because they know he's an absolute loser, and over time they're going to take millions from him, which they have. So why would a casino not let him put down $100,000 on a game? Could be any number of reasons. It could be that day they didn't have the handle available to take in a $100,000 bet, because even though he is a loser, he's probably going to win 48 to 52% of the time. And on that given day, coin flip, they don't want to walk. They don't want him to walk out with $100,000 of their money.
Take my action. I don't think if I was a loser, they would refuse to take my action.
So here's now. I'm the winner. I'm just like the other guys. I'm just like the legitimate guys because they don't take my action because I'm a winner.
To all the haters who say
all the haters,
if
me.
He's so good, they wouldn't take his bets. What you gonna say now?
Well, considering he is always able to put down millions of dollars in bets, we know you're a loser, Mozzie, because all the casinos know who you are. They love you, Mozzie. I can tell you, they love you. If you were a sharp action, they would all know who you are.
You obviously see they won't take my bets.
That guy was talking for a long time.
Yeah, they talking.
Could be any number of reasons. We're back to the street interview brain rot content. Now we're going to find out how much he's bet on a single game. He has put down
It was like
$2.5 million, which, for the record, $2.5 million is not only a significant amount of money, it is a lot of money to bet on a sporting event. Even syndicates have a hard time getting down that much money spread out over 50-plus accounts. Now, why do you think they'd allow him to put down $2.5 million? I mean, just think, if you were a casino and someone had an edge against you, most professional bettors, I've been told, are about 3 to 6% edge, meaning every dollar that they put down, they're going to expect about $1.03 or $1.06 back. So $2.5 million would have an expected value of about, I don't know, $2.6 million in return, 3% return, about $80,000, $85,000, $90,000 return on each bet. So why would you allow him to place the bet if you thought he was going to be a winning sports bettor? Well, of course not, because they know he's a loser. So getting down $2.5 million, the funniest thing that a lot of you leave in the comments, you don't realize that anyone who knows the sports betting industry knows that if they allow you to put down $2.5 million, that is an indication that you are a square bettor. There's no easier indicator. That's all you need to know. No single professional sports bettor that has sharp money can get down just walk into the casino and put down $2.5 million on a single game. This is the most cringe video I think I've seen in a long time. So here we are, I'm guesstimating Miami. This is the start of the video. It's one of these Instagram videos where he appears to be helping out a homeless man. So Mozzie, the nice man, getting out his wallet, helping a man who appears to be very thankful for the money.
Excuse me, kind sir.
Oh, excuse me, sir. And so then, of course, it's like, oh, the street interview. Wow, I didn't see you there, Mr. Famous Mozzie. Of course, this is all paid for. This is all pre-planned.
The watch guy, man. You're an inspiring person.
I also love the girl in the back who seems totally not interested in what's going on. If they were getting stopped randomly, obviously she would feel more surprised, like, whoa, who's this guy? And she's just sitting on her phone. I imagine her whole relationship with him is her sitting on her phone and making sure that the money came through.
Love your style.
Damn.
What is that? Ice out RM?
Yeah, RM.
Oh,
The funny thing about Mozzie is that he looks like such a clown. Like, to me, he looks like a guy that just got paid a lot of money and never had style, and is like, looked in a magazine and was like, so you get this like white watch and then you just get this jewelry and I'm gonna look cool, I guess. He looks like a guy who pays for women, doesn't he? We're gonna be talking about the winning.
Hey, dang, Spence. Like, nah, you going in on bros. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Percentage in baseball. His gambling winning percentage in baseball.
Right now, I mean, what this year or like
this year?
This year. I don't know. I don't really calculate it. I don't know.
I think I'm.
By the way, people who are winning sports bettors are like borderline autistic, Asperger's, like incredible with math, spreadsheets, and socially awkward. They don't run around wearing jewelry and want to be seen. So whenever you ask those guys to break down their winning percentage, they could give you like a mathematical formula for calculating their edge. So when Mozzie's asked these questions, he's like, I don't really track. I always win, bro. So obvious.
What I'm hitting at right now. Okay. I have to do the whole systematic.
But above 50, right?
For sure above 50.
Like 73%.
70%. I don't know.
Monthly and weekly.
What percentage of sports bettors you think are actually profitable? Because there's a lot of cap.
There's a lot of cap on Instagram. Yes, there is. You're looking right at him. So I was very fortunate to sit down one day for a couple hours with the guy who ran the sports book at Circa. He's no longer there, but he's very respected in the industry. And he was telling me that there were about 10 people he would consider sharp action. So when they walked in the door, he would consider them to be sharp sports bettors. 10 people in the world. And of course, there's a handful more than that. There are people that win at sports betting. But this is one of the sharpest guys in the industry. The guy that sets the line at Circa, the book that will not limit you and actually takes sharp money. I would argue, from what I've been told, the most sharp book in the world. And he believed 10 people were sharp money, meaning he respected their money. Respected it. Everyone else, he does not respect. He does not believe they are sharp bettors. Guys like Mozzie are the easiest whales to spot, and they make so much money for the casinos. This is an excellent article, by the way. I would highly recommend if people are interested in this topic. The New York Times, he claims he's a sports betting king. What are the odds? It's an absolute amazing article. A guy goes and, Devin Gordon, the writer, goes and hangs out with Mozzie for the day. And one of the really
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Overall, this whole like situation is pretty interesting, man. And I'm happy that I stumbled upon this because I literally put in a sports bet yesterday and I lost by one, I think, leg. It was, like I said earlier, the over-under first 5 innings, 4.5, 5.5, 4.5, and I think I lost that last leg. So I think this is real, like a humbling moment for me. Honestly, it's a real humbling moment for me.
Interesting aspects of this that I'll give you a little snippet so you can go read it. But the guy asks, hey, can you give me some referrals to your successful clients? Because surely you have successful clients if you're the sports betting king and you give out all these picks. And he apparently kind of fumbled and I don't know if I should give you anyone client information or client privilege and all this bullshit. However, he ended up giving him maybe 2 names. And so very good research by this Devin Gordon guy. He actually found out that like one of them worked for Mozzie and the other guy made one bet and won the bet but never returned or something. Basically, end of the story is you realize that Mozzie is just full of shit.
Olvida todo lo que sabía sobre los juegos de guerra. El juego de acción a gran escala War Thunder.
I'm telling you, once I get my money up, then I'm getting this YouTube Plus, whatever the fuck it is.
Now it's time to unveil his sentencing. I have found it. Darnell Smith. His real name, William Darnell Smith. Sometimes it's Darnell Smith.
State of Nevada.
Here's his case number.
Dang. So he got picked up out here? What the fuck? Darnell Smith got picked up out here? Fuck. And I'm not even... Damn! I'm not even reading like all of... I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bro's already got 6 felony charges. He might be fucked. He might be fucked. He might be fucked.
Misdemeanor filed earlier this year. So there were 14 counts of possession of a document or personal identifying information. I think it was fraud. I never got good information on why exactly this was incredibly important. I've seen one person talk about that using other people's identifiers at the casino means that if you were to win, then the casinos are using that identity to send 1099s or tax returns or the profit and loss statements or whatever to indicate that that person won and needs to pay taxes on their winnings. And so if it was Mozzie using someone else's ID, then when it comes time to pay taxes, nothing's tied to his real name. So that's interesting aspect of this. Maybe if you're an expert on this type of case, if you could leave in the comments below why this would matter. But here's a sentencing the other day, 17 days ago. I'm filming this on August 31st. Minimum term of 12 months, maximum of 48 months. So he's going to be in jail for quite a few months, quite a bit of time. I hope it's for the full amount, 4 years, not to exceed 24 months of probation. So Mozzie VS is going to go to prison for a long time.
I'm tweaking. I said, I read that. I thought that shit said 12 months and 2 years. I'm tweaking. The max is 4 years for this, and he's gonna have to pay fines and stuff like that. He might be fucked, bro. He might be fucked.
Going to be really interesting to see him come out. He claims he's a billionaire, $5.7 billion in Bitcoin or whatever. And so when he gets out, maybe he won't need to sell sports picks anymore. But this can be a tough time for Mozzie, considering he is an absolute gambling degenerate. And I don't know if he can gamble in prison. But I have a little special for you guys that have stuck around till the end. I found something interesting the other day that I'm going to give you a little taste, a little sneak peek of what's to come. So I found a lawsuit, and it is a lawsuit involving Mickey and Mozzie VS as defendants. The plaintiff is a very popular sports betting fake guru. I'm going to blur it on the screen because I got to tease you so that you can watch my next video on this. But I'm going to make a video on this lawsuit. It's a pretty interesting one. I think the plaintiff has a strong case. Anyway, thank you so much for watching till the end. We are going to enjoy.
Hey, man, this is a long story short, I tell people all the time, bro. If you want to sports bet. I'm not finna tell you what to do, what you can't do. But, bro, my experience, that shit is ass. Sports betting is trash, bro. Sports betting is trash, bro. It's not fun. It's not worth it. I mean, you're going to hit your highs. You're going to hit some good bets. But then you're just going to fall into a little circle, bro. Unless you know how to use it in moderation and you don't have, like, an addictive personality. Bro, don't sports bet, bro.